In this YouTube video, I'm going to make this resume example for a digital marketing manager position using Microsoft Word. It's a simple yet formal sample that encourages hiring managers to read through. Now, if you prefer to save some time and want to download matching resumes and cover letter templates, then click on the link in the description for more information. Now, I will also provide you with tips on how to put your skills and qualifications on the resume to make it better than 9 out of 10 other resumes based on recently revealed data. Now, without further ado, let's start making this resume. First thing I would like to change are Word's default margin settings. Now go to the Layout tab, Margins, and instead of normal, I would like to pick the narrow settings to avoid cropped sentences and for some extra space. Okay, so now we go to the Insert tab and select the simple text box in the Shapes menu. Now cover the header area like this. Okay, and then we need to remove the outline by clicking No Outline. As for the shape fill, I would like a gradient style with a linear right design. Now double click this mini square. Okay, and then we open the fill menu. Now over here at gradient stops, you can pick many color variations for the header area. Now for this video, I pick a combination of gray and light green colors. Now don't use overly bright colors unless it matches the company style, culture and position you are applying for. Alright, let me close this menu and zoom in a bit more. Now start with your name and surname in the header area. Go to the Home tab to center it and increase the font size to, let's say, 24. Now bold highlight it to make it stand out a bit more. Underneath we enter our contact information. First you need to enter the city and state. Then the email address. Let's remove the hyperlink by pressing Command or Ctrl Z. And then we enter the phone number. And at last a link to your LinkedIn profile. Now research shows that a link to a comprehensive LinkedIn profile can increase your chances by 71% for getting an invitation to an interview. Now let me align this text box a bit better. Now as you can see, we need to detach the cursor from the text box. Press the spacebar once and the Enter button a couple of times to do so. Now let's divide the resume into sections, including a summary, skills, education, experience, and the project section in caps lock. Now the sequence of these sections highly depend on your educational and professional experience background. I would advise you to put the best of above the fold, so what's most relevant and relatable to the job requirements. Okay, so let's create 2 white lines in between each section. And bold highlight summary. Let's center it as well. And we also need to adjust the line spacing options. Go to the spacing settings and change these to 12 points before and 12 points after. And then we press OK. If it turns out you need more text to fit on one page, you can easily reduce this afterwards. I also want to add some borders to visually separate these sections from the body text. Now click on this little arrow icon and pick top and bottom borders in the drop-down menu. Furthermore, pick in between the 13 to 16 point font size. I think that 14 looks fine. Next up, we need to place the cursor in the middle of the keyword and then we click the format painter twice. I select the other sections to paste the formatting. OK, and disable the formatting option. Now let's include a compelling summary section to our resume. Stick to 3 or 4 lines and inform the reader about who or what kind of person you are, years of experience, what expertise you would like to leverage, and the position and company you are after. And optionally, if possible, include your availability. Okay, let me center the text and move on to the next section. Now in the skills section, you need to list skills and qualifications that match with the job requirements using Word's table designs. Now go to the Insert tab, click on the table drop-down menu and pick a 3x1 table. Now as you can see, the default table margins don't align with our page margins. Now go to the table layout, cell margins, and put the left and right margin settings to 0. And then click on OK. Okay, so before I add some skills related to the job description, recent data shows that applicants matched only 51% of the relevant keywords and skills on their resumes. In order to know what kind of keywords you should be looking at, I would advise you to copy the vacancy description. Go to the free word cloud generator and paste it right in there. And click on Generate Cloud. Now don't underestimate the importance of using the right terms for a high match rate. Recent data shows that 99% of the Fortune 500 companies use applicant tracking systems. Now as you can see, All the cells are filled and categorized to improve the readability. Next up, I want to align these cells. And after that, remove the borders. Now in order to do so, select the whole table, click the drop-down icon and select No Borders. Let me put the education section a bit closer. Okay, that looks perfectly fine. So that brings us to the experience section. Let's say we have some experience as a digital marketing manager at a company. In addition, enter the city, state, and employment duration. Now we want to right align this part using the ruler. Now if you don't see this option, you need to go to the View tab and enable Ruler. Okay, let me show you how to use this tool. Place the cursor right here, click somewhere in the ruler to place a left tab stop, and press Tab. Let me drag this left tab stop for proper alignment. Okay, so let's include some working experience and let me fast forward a bit. Now I structured these sentences according to the PAR method, which stands for Problem, Action and Results. That way, you bring impact and purpose to your experiences. Same goes for using action verbs at the beginning of each sentence. Action verbs like managed, checked and praised. Furthermore, do you notice how I quantified my experiences? Now, measurable metrics illustrate someone's value and improves your chances of getting an invitation to an interview. Okay, let me enter another paragraph and move on to the education section. In this section, you need to include your educational background. So we start with the college or university name and the degree. After that, we enter the city, state, and time spent in college. Or if you are still in college, include present and or the expected graduation date. Let's use the ruler again to right align this part. After that, I would like to use some bullet points to make it reader friendly and list information on, for example, the minor and major you followed, relevant coursework, extracurricular activities, and your grade point average or GPA, if it is higher than 3.5 at least. Okay, now if you still have some space left, you can also add an interest section, like you see in the screenshot. It's a great way to show the human side behind the resume and also relate to the reader's interest. But for this specific job application, I prefer a project section, so I can combine my experience and affinity with digital marketing, and perhaps also relate to the reader's interest. For example, when you Google digital marketing projects, I noticed some cool projects someone could work on and add to this section, like a search engine marketing project, where you analyzed and compared different SEO techniques for more organic traffic. Or what about a social media remarketing project, where you analyze the effectiveness of Google Ads remarketing and Facebook Pixel for an online shopping cart. Or perhaps you've worked on an interesting project at uni. Anyway, I hope you realize that this section is a great opportunity to stand out, especially if you like professional working experience. Alright, now remember to keep your resume short, concise and to the point. Recent data shows that the ideal resume length is in between the 375 to 600 words. A stunning 77% of the resumes were outside of that range. Lastly, I also want to emphasize the importance of properly sending your resume. Now, unless instructed otherwise, save your resume as a PDF or Word document attached to the email and save it accordingly. So name, surname, resume. That way, the reader will know that it is yours without even opening the file. Now, all these little things prove your attention to detail and can make the difference between getting that job or not. Okay, so before I end this video, I would like to know if you watched the whole video. And I'm even more curious if you actually got the digital marketing position. Leave an emoji with glasses if you watched the video till the end. And leave an emoji with sunglasses if you got the job. I want to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will respond as soon as possible. If this video was helpful, then a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thanks again for watching and see you next time. Bye!